Be sure to check out FIFAcoinsonline.com for the best deals on FIFA coins from a place you know you can trust. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to Bend It Like Bendtner episode 2. I forgot what episode it was and I thought we was on episode 3, but no we are not. As you can see on the screen there, that is the team we're using for this episode, but nonetheless I do want to say slight apologies for the first episode. There, I had to render it on my laptop because I was building my PC at the same time, or having my friends build it for me whilst I sat there not having a clue what was going on would probably be a better thing to say there. But so I had to render it on my laptop, and my laptop isn't quite as good as my computer are doing what I want it to do, so the render messed up. The goals to games thing didn't work out right. It was above the template and it stayed at 2 for the whole thing, so it didn't actually count up properly, but apologies for that. That should be fixed for today's episode. Fingers crossed, as long as it works well. I also, as you can probably tell as well, I didn't really touch on it much on the last episode because I was kind of rushing, but the template is new, obviously quite a bit different to the Schmack one, obviously the fact there's no Schmack. I've also put a dip in the middle because I kind of want it to still show more of the screen. I felt the Schmack one was too high up, whereas this one is quite a bit lower, and the dip in the middle should allow you to see things like the radar and which player scored and stuff like that, whereas the Schmack one kind of covered up like the goal scorer and stuff like that whenever it would pop up there. So hopefully now we won't have that issue, and hopefully it will get better with time goes on. But as you can see there, Bendtner made it 2-1 for us, and almost instantly after the break we decided to go straight back out there again. Bendtner already getting his 3rd goal in 2 games, absolutely just completely annihilated the defence, so much strength to push him away. A lovely little finish into the bottom corner, made it 4 goals and 2nd of the game. It was looking like it was going to be a very, very exciting game. Very nice goal here from this guy. 2 little chips and then a chip shot. Like, so 3 chips in the whole move. Absolutely lovely goal to bring that back to 3-2 for him. To me, for him. Yeah, that's how it ended at half-time. Romadal getting our 1st goal. If you wasn't paying too much attention, I was talking about something else at the time. And we were kind of looking relatively even. I thought this guy was actually going to come back out and give me quite a bit of a challenge. But almost instantly as the second half kicked off, Estigarribia, or however you say this guy's name, Estigarribia, we're going to go for that, managed to make it 4-2 for us and give us a nice little cushioned lead. And then, stupidly, I absolutely flew in with Christian Eriksen, and it ended up with him getting sent off. Very, very foolish move from me there, putting me down to 10 men, but we had to just hope that wouldn't affect the play anymore, and thankfully it didn't. We got a corner on the 75th minute, and no one other than Ogbonna would be jumping in at that height, getting that goal for us, making it 5-2, and really giving us an absolute pummeling of a lead. And then on the 90th minute, I think he must have put his controller down by this point. He just stood completely still in the box. He obviously didn't care anymore. Bendtner came in, nice little turn, and pop into the bottom hand corner, getting us onto 5 goals now in 2 games. Bendtner was absolutely loving it. And then after the kickoff, this guy, I think he had his controller back because he slid in and ran at me for that one. But I managed to round them and get his, I think his 4th goal of the game. An absolute lovely little finish after a little roulette and a turn, which was very nice indeed. And that finished the game at 7-2, an absolute stomping. Despite going down to 10 men, we completely destroyed this guy, and it was all looking rosy for us as we go into the next game now. You'll be able to see that for some reason I put Morales in there. I think I was going to play a game with Eriksen with Morales instead of Eriksen to cover up his red card, so like whatever it's called, where it gets rid of it, his suspension, but I decided to play with another team instead, so I guess that was a waste of coins getting him in. But anyway, we came up against this guy who had a pretty interesting Serie A team with David Luiz and Cole involved in it. Interesting choice of goalkeeper and centre-back. Other than that, though, a pretty good team. Kakera is very solid. Kevin Prince Boateng's very good. Marchisio is the best centre mid on the game, according to me. And some also fantastic strikers as well. But I don't really know what I was doing here. Some absolutely terrible skills, but I still managed to beat every single one of his players. And I don't know if he was just not very good at defending or what. But watching back at that, he was absolutely terrible at trying to get the ball off me there. I didn't realise it was that bad. But it managed to drop to Ogbonna from the goalie saver anyway, and get us a goal there as he somehow managed to get it. But some terrible defence here, absolutely terrible tackle, following another terrible tackle, and then a little trampy pass across, made it 1-1. Luis Muriel getting him the equaliser. He probably did deserve it, because I think that bit of defending before was just a weird mistake, but Almost instantly after the kickoff, we were liking our quick responses. We gave the ball to, I believe that was Ericsson. He took a couple seconds on the ball and absolutely smashed it. Oh, it was Vidal even. Absolute beauty of a goal to make it 2-1, instantly getting the lead back for us. And some really weird counter-attack happened here. None of the players seemed to really follow our players, and we managed to get a nice little through bit here. And I decided to go the unselfish route, play it back to, I believe this time it was Ericsson, with a very, very lovely finish, laying the ball off to him. Fantastic counter-attacking football, was working really well, despite not having really pacey strikers or cams, but it was working really, really nicely. We went in at half-time at 3-1, and the game was relatively even. He'd had more shots, I'd had more on target, equal possession, so I guess 3-1 probably wasn't the fairest result, but nonetheless, it was the result, and a little bit of skill there from Bendtner managed to completely turn the defender. I just kept running and absolutely walloped it in. Lovely near post OP finish there from Bendtner to put us onto 7 goals in 3 games. Absolutely storming away with his goal count. Absolutely brilliant. And a bit more skill there, I believe, from Bendtner again, maybe even Ericsson. He looks too light-haired, and that actually got David Luiz sent off. His second yellow of the game. Very, very silly mistake to make. No need to make the tackle there. Could have just stayed on his feet. There was defenders behind him, but nonetheless he did, and that opened the game up even more for us. However, we weren't actually able to capitalise on it. A lovely little counter-attack here. Some terrible defending by me to slide in. Then an absolutely silly decision there to try and get my leg stuck into that one as he played it back across. A little bit of a sweaty goal, but nonetheless he did want to get the win, and he got very, very close to getting it. Some nice little bit of passing, and again, terrible defence by me. You would have thought it was me, the one with the 10 men, but it wasn't, and he managed to put it back to 4-3, but that was how it ended, and that is the end of this second episode of Schmack It. No, not Schmack It In. Oh, I can't be saying that. It's Bend It Like Bendtner. Get it right, come on, Curtis. It's a new series, a new start, but nonetheless, that is the end of this episode. I know you guys like longer episodes, so we've got one here nearly 7 minutes long, but what I do want to say is, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. If we get to 500 likes, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!